I just saw today that Starbucks raised their price of their coffee by 10 to 20 cents for each drink. So I wanted to show you one of my secrets that I've been doing for years, and that is cold brew coffee. Starbucks sells cold brew for what, like $4?
I thought this was an opening campaign on why people should vote for you for next class president.
I got their cold brew foam one, and I feel like it was around $4 for a grande, which is ridiculous. So basically, I just want to show you guys, for the sake of your wallet, how to do this yourself. So you don't have to go to Starbucks every day, so you don't spend $4 every day on coffee. This will last you like 2 weeks. You only have to really do it like twice a month. And it's so easy that there's no reason anybody shouldn't be able to do it. So let me show you what you need. First thing is I have a 64-ounce mason jar. I got this at Target for like 10 bucks, I think. But a 64-ounce one is really the key to this. And the second thing is this cold brew coffee strainer I found on Amazon. I've tried so many different containers and things labeled cold brew, all of these different things that are meant to do cold brew, and by far this is the cheapest and easiest thing ever. I will link to it in the description, but it holds 2 cups of coffee and it could not be easier to make cold brew. All you have to do is you just put it inside of the mason jar. You take your coffee, which we actually just went to the store to get this one. This is the one that I like to buy. It's the Verdana Blonde, the blonde one. You can buy whatever kind that you like. The only thing that I would recommend, you don't have to do this, but I like to buy the whole beans, because if you buy the ones that are pre-ground, they're ground for a drip coffee machine. They're ground more finely, which means that they can end up seeping into your coffee, which nobody wants. If you buy the whole beans, you can actually just go and do this little trick. All you have to do is find the coffee grinder at your store. Usually they have like their own type that they like to do. And you open your bag, put the whole bag in, and then you want to turn it to coarse. And then all you do is just basically have them grind it so that it looks nice and even. And that way you don't have to worry about grinding yourself or using a regular coffee grinder, because I used to do that at my house, so that is good. So once you have it, and again, it needs to be coarse ground. You don't want it to be super, super fine like you would for espresso or you would for drip coffee. You want it to be really kind of chunky. Pour it into the container all the way to the top. And then you're just gonna fill the rest of it up with filtered water. When you're pouring in filtered water, the only real thing you have to do is you wanna just make sure that all of the coffee grounds are actually gonna get wet. So it's kind of important to just put it right in the center so that all the coffee grounds get wet. Have any of you guys ever like taken a scoop of like, I don't know, Nesquik or hot chocolate, and you put it into your drink and you take it out and the top is all wet, but then if you like move it, you know what I'm talking about? If you like take a scoop of a drink mix and then you just put it into your drink.
Like protein powder, if you put it in and then it's just
it's like a clump, and then the part inside is dry. Yes.
Sure,
like protein powder. That's what you feel like
fart.
too. Protein powder. 6 cups of water, and then you just put the lid back on and leave it for 24 hours. I usually will make it one morning and then do it the next day so that it just has time to brew. You can leave it on the counter, you can put it in your fridge. I leave it on the counter. Once it's been about 24 hours, 12 minimum, but I like 24. You just take this out, and then you can fill the rest of this up with just water, because this is cold brew concentrate. That's really important to remember, so you get even more than it looks like. So I happen to have some already made. It's like Food Network. Yeah, I think that's the real Food Network way, being like, this one is from Winco. That's usually where I get our coffee, just because it's like $6 for a giant thing of it, and it ends up being about 4 cups of ground coffee, so it will last the whole month. So $6 for the whole month. Have a cup with ice. You want to pour in less than you usually do. This is because it is a cold brew concentrate, so it's a lot stronger than you might be used to. Add some water, and then that's going to be what you'll want. So then you can make it however you like. I like to add, as I spill it, milk. I buy the Torani sugar-free vanilla. I get this from Amazon Subscribe and Save, so every, how long does it take us to go through? Maybe like every 3 months, a 4-pack comes to my door, so I never have to worry about being out of it. I'll add 2.5 pumps of that. We're doing real caramel macchiato style, so we bought the Torani syrup.
Just in case you guys don't know how to drizzle caramel.
All about the aesthetic, Kevin. This is an ugly one.
The ugly one.
Cheerleader, so-and-so, what's your face? Fresh straw, do you have a preference?
No.
Blue. You want this too?
Oh, hi, Kevin.
Oh, is this homemade here in the kitchen? Saving fortunes
You
instead
mean-
of going to Starbucks? Mmm. Tastes like savings. That's the best whipped cream caramel.
I want to show you guys one more drink since I had talked about the... Get out. I wanted to show you guys one more thing since I had talked about the cold brew, cold foam, cold brew drink that Starbucks has. You can easily make that one at home and it's so much cheaper. Okay, your ice, your cup with ice, you fill up about half the amount of coffee that you need. You're gonna fill more with water. Then you're going to add 2 pumps of your syrup. And then here's the magical device. This is, who makes this? Capresso. I got this from Amazon. It cost me $30, so it's not the cheapest thing, but honestly, it's really cool because it can heat up your milk so that you can do hot lattes, stuff like that. It can add foam, or it can do cold foam. This is really good whether you drink hot coffee, cold coffee, because even if you drink hot coffee, pouring cold milk in it, it's not exactly going to be what you want. The only key with this is that you need to use non-fat or low-fat milk. Pour it in. The way I do it is it's barely covering the little foamy thing in there. And then you just press the little snowflake here, the special snowflake. So you don't even have to let it go the whole time. You just want it to look nice and frothy, and then you just pour it right over top. I guess you do kind of want it to go all the way, because then if you don't like me, then it's gonna kind of go on the bottom, but that's okay.
Yeah, but look at that sweet cascade.
And then if you want to be super authentic, you take a little bit of sugar in the raw,
I mean extra.
a little extra, and there you go. Your own I don't know what it's called, cold brew, I'll get it. Cold foam, cold brew, Coronado, Tato, Dado, Madonna, Fano, Fado,
Nelly Furtado.
Nelly Furtado drink. And it's really delicious. And it's only like 80 calories because you're using barely any milk, and it tastes really good. That's my PSA today for all of you. Everything I have here, I will have links to in the down bar. This one just literally finished his drink before we, look at this, look at him. Already done. I hope that this was helpful. I know you guys have asked me in the past about cold brew. This is something I do every single month, twice a month, and I'll see you next time.